Standard of Practice 3-2. Realtor shall, with respect to offers of compensation to another realtor, timely communicate any change of compensation for cooperative services to the other realtor prior to the time such realtor produces an offer to purchase the property.
Very important. We're talking about changes made now in this offer of compensation. When you induce maybe a cooperating broker to get excited about showing your property because you have a nice commission split.
Because I think I'm going to earn 4% on this, I'm going to earn a big commission split, and I'm bringing in my offer, and you decide that you're going to change that. You can't do that, or you shouldn't do that.
You can do it. You can make the change, but it has to be prior to the submission of the offer. And what sometimes happens, of course, as you know, is the offer will come in, the listing broker will get it, his seller might say, well, you know, in order to make this thing fly, I think we should lower the amount of commission that you get. And so the listing broker says, fine, I'll do that. And then he goes back to the cooperating broker and says, you know, we're going to change that offer of compensation. And at that point, it is too late. Basically, the listing broker would have to absorb that differential.
It would be misrepresentation. Remember, we're talking about Article 3, which is really the misrepresentation article. So to mislead, to put out there that the commission is a certain amount, and then to have an offer come in and change it after the fact is misleading, possibly misrepresentation, a violation of the code.
Yes, and you know, from the cooperating broker's perspective too, it alters the type of properties that his buyer is going to see. Now, his buyer becomes affected by this change as well. And so if you're going to make these, you have to do them up front.
Standard of Practice 3-3 actually goes back to 3-2 and mentions 3-2 in this particular standard of practice. Let's read. Standard of Practice 3-2 does not preclude the listing broker and cooperating broker from entering into an agreement to change cooperative compensation.
Sure, it might make very good sense to the cooperating broker to lower their commission in order to make the transaction work. And they can change that compensation in agreement with the listing broker.
Well, I can tell you in my practice over the years, John, there were many times when, after we presented the offer to put the deal together, different arrangements were made by the other broker and myself, by the cooperating brokers in the transaction. So to put the deal together, and this was after the fact, we agreed to, in some cases, take less compensation, in some cases, take the compensation, take the commission in paper, or to carry back part of it. So brokers can actually come to different terms, even though the initial agreement stated one thing, they can change it later.
Correct.
Under this particular standard.